This is Camnet TV World News. For a prompt response, call +2609 53 995 099 or +2609 62 444 726 or +2609 711 77467. Camnet TV, not just another channel.
You know I can take her a bit.
Yes, my dear.
I was thinking of getting you a Bugatti on your birthday.
Really?
I'm quiet. My name is Yana.
Don't worry, my dear. That's why there is insurance.
Insurance?
You've heard me.
Not just any kind of insurance, but Savenda General Insurance, a company that offers superior customer service, highly professional and dedicated staff. We are not just any insurance company, but an insurance company that actually pays our claims. We cover, among others, fire, marine, aviation, engineering, agriculture, motor vehicle, and miscellaneous insurance. So, live life to the full, knowing that Savenda General Insurance has got you covered. Savenda General Insurance. Insurance excellence.
Good morning, Mwabuga Buti, Mulibwanji. What tribe are you?
I'm lost, but can speak to me in Nyanja.
Muzwile chwani?
Ande mzwe.
Mudi ngahi, mujibiepi, mulishani. Welcome to the Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show right here on Camnet TV, not just another channel. Of course, you can catch us on Facebook Live, Camnet TV, and as well on our DSTV, Topstar, and also Go TV. This is Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show, which comes to you every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And we have quite some interesting topics that we'll be discussing today. We'll be looking at bars to continue waiting on government due to the coronavirus issue. And we'll also be looking at the 5 million kwacha empowerment that was given to the youths by His Excellency.
5 million or 30 million?
Sorry, 30 million kwacha. Oh my God, why did I even reduce it to 5 million?
Yeah, maybe you're allergic to good figures.
No, I pray for that bad spirit. All right, so in the studios with me, of course, is the one and only Kalan Muchima.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Again, I disagree with you in the studio. One and only. You seem to be with your one and only. The other day you were with your brother. Now I hear that Edmond is also claiming that. Yeah.
No, Edmond is my brother. I mean, I'm Tongalozi, so basically he's my brother.
Okay. No.
No, she has put the record straight.
No, but Edmond would decide where he wants to fall on. If he wants to fall on the Tonga side, then he's... So meaning for me, I'm qualified in all areas.
Yeah, no, you are not.
Me, I'm qualified in all areas.
No, Kalan, you are not. All right, okay, so this is the Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show. We have a very special guest with us today, Bars and Nightclub Association of Zambia Secretary General Edmond Lifwekelo. Mr. Lifwekelo, good morning.
Good morning, and it's a pleasure for you to host me.
We thank you. Okay, so we're going to be talking about, bars. It's a very interesting topic.
Yeah.
Since the outbreak of the coronavirus in Zambia, bars and nightclubs have been told to shut down. How is that getting to you?
It has affected us actually quite very negatively. In fact, we are in a very harsh economic condition, so we are talking about thousands of people, who own bars, and nightclubs in Zambia. Our association represents more than 36,000 members across the country. Every bar and nightclub employing on average between 3 to 7 people. We have members who employ up to 70 people, So we're talking about 300,000 people working in this sector.
Oh, that's quite a lot.
It's quite a lot. So we're talking about barmen, bar ladies, door bouncers, cleaners, waitresses. We look at these 300,000 workers, each worker's got about 5 people, who dependents, keeping dependents. You multiply by that number, you find more than 1 million lives have been affected by the decision. So when we say, the bars and the nightclubs should reopen, we are not we are not playing, politics here. We are not politicking, It's not about drunkenness. You see, it's not about clubbing. It's not about all these things which people associate with with beer drinking. But it's about people's lives which have been affected. We have people who depend on this business 100%. They have got no any other source of income. This is the only business they've known for quite a number of years. To be closed, for almost more than 3 months now. We closed on the 27th of March, by the way. 27th of March, and we are now going into July. Which means we are in our 4th month. So this has been very, 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 it's been a very hard period actually for bars and nightclubs owners, and to be closed by the government. It doesn't seem like, it should have been a situation where government can say, can we meet you halfway? Even as you are closed, can you, maybe here's a small thing for you, just to keep you going. So
what you're trying to say right now is that we haven't had any discussions with government since your closure to perhaps just, that meeting where you discuss to perhaps come up with solutions. How can government help you in this matter? Because you are being affected despite the negative side of this situation.
We've had several meetings with the government, Actually, I can tell you, if you come to my office right now, I'll show you a huge correspondence between us, the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Local Government, the Minister of Health. We have been having several meetings, even before the consultative meeting, which was held on the 27th of May, which the President ordered that, to find how the bars and nightclubs, should open. In the beginning, I can assure you, when we closed in March, I think after the initial first 2 weeks, we were told by the Minister of Health, actually, Honorable Minister, can you come up with proposals which I can try to table before Cabinet of how you can balance up your businesses and also the health aspects. We came up with very brilliant 7 proposals, at that time, where we had asked government, can you even allow us to sell on take-out basis? We had even proposed a time frame. Can you open within time frame? Us as an association, we had made a proposal, can you allow us to be open Monday to Friday? We open from 12 hours to 18 hours. Saturdays, can you allow us to open from 10 hours up to 16 hours? Sundays and public holidays, no bar or nightclub should open. For simple reason that we didn't want to encourage people to start going back to the old norm. We had proposed online selling of our merchandise. We had assured government that we will tell our members, those who have 50 tables in their premises, to remove 25. So 25 remain. Those who have 10 tables, remove 5 and 5. So as to observe social distance. Our proposals were adequate enough at that time, and even when the minister looked at our proposals, he was quite very satisfied that I think this will help also in combating the spread of COVID-19. Those proposals were taken to the minister, and then it was week after week, you have to wait,
okay.
So
right.
and so on and so forth.
So now I just have one quick question for Kalan. Have you ever been in a club before?
That's a good question for you, actually.
No, but how do we...
It's a reverse question for you.
No, Kalan Muchima, this is how you fail exams. You don't, mwaona ka? I've won this case.
You're counter asking.
I mean, yes. I've been in a club before.
Yes, you would have just said that. Do you know the state in which people are when they are clubbing?
And that's exactly the exact statement the president said. The president, when reaffirming that bars are not open, he was like, when people get drunk, you can't control them.
Yes.
You see, I think, let me just actually, chip in that. I think that's a misrepresentation of the facts. You see, let us not track drunkenness to be madness. That someone is
No, Mr. Lifukero. No, coronavirus is about social distancing.
You know that casinos are open? You've been in a casino? Okay, now I'm asking you that question that you ask her.
I have been, but...
do you see the atmosphere, the environment in a casino?
Yes,
What's the difference with a club?
There's typically no difference.
There's typically no difference? Now, how are measures being observed in a casino right now? How are measures being observed even in restaurants? Have you ever been to Soweto Market?
Yes, I have.
Huh?
I have.
Have you seen what's going on in there? People screaming in other people's faces.
I thought you were going to say in buses. I mean, people.
Buses.
I
was going to buses. I think this is the most unfair part of it, where we tend to differ with the Republican president. And, those who are saying, when someone is drunk is uncontrollable. The kind of...
Not those who were saying. It's President Lungu who says when you get drunk, you become uncontrollable.
No, I think it's quite very...
I'm sure you followed him. It's not like...
Yes, okay, the president said that. But, I think he's still referring to the old normal. I can tell you that you come to our businesses right now, most of our patrons, people come to our places to drink in these bars and nightclubs. These people come from, they're respectable people in society, most of them, by the way. They're highly informed on COVID-19. They're coming from respectable families, So, to insinuate
maybe
that every time they're in a bar, saliva is drooping from the mouth while they're talking.
Maybe those are just a few places, but you go into Mutendere, you never hear. You see where they shake all over and wake up on Mama, let's go.
But Kalan, you see that, let me even just, I think you make something quite very clear, Kalan. When we talk about bars and nightclubs, our members actually, I think, whom represent us, these are businesses with valid liquor licenses. Valid liquor licenses. Do you know that you go into most of these compounds right now, like in Kanyama, in Ichiwolia, these illegal shabins. These places never closed. They never closed, and the authorities are aware about it. Our association has been acting as the whistleblower for the government. We have gone to government. Can you go to such kind of places? People have been coming to report to us because they're affected. So no, my bar was closed. But just opposite, there's another shabin there. People are just drinking there from morning up to evening. Complete without even observing any kind of social distance.
All right. Edmond, you have threatened that you are going to protest. Is that the position?
That is the position. We have written to the Inspector General of Police because I think we feel we are not being treated right in our own country. We see unfairness. We see some animal farm sort of arrangement. Because we are looking at our businesses, which we are doing right now, have been taken over by foreigners. Let us use the word foreigners. I know that the Minister of Local Government, Honorable Dr. Charles Banda, he doesn't like to hear this statement. But that is a fact. That foreigners are selling liquor right now, even in the townships. These multinational chain stores, they're selling liquor. The casinos which have been open, they're selling liquor right now. You see? And who are running most of these places? These people are foreigners. They're externalizing the profits. Well, a poor widow who's in Kanyama right now, a poor widow who's in Kamanga, can't be allowed to do the same thing. She has been told, can you shut up? Can you keep quiet? There is unfair application of the law. That's why even in the beginning we said, we are going to open with or without government directive. And we're quite very serious.
And those bars have opened.
We have got a number of our members whom we ordered. You see, it is not about defiance. And I think, let me put this correct. It says, no, we are defying, we are defying presidential directive. It's not about defiance. It's about, we have gone to government saying, can you help us in this? Look, okay, What is good for Zambia should be good for everyone. What is good for the goose should be good for the gander. What about all these people who are closing, who are opening? You know, who are all these people?
So that's the more reason why you've also decided to open your
If
bank.
we can't beat them, we have to join them. I mean, we have to survive in this harsh economic condition. There's no way how someone can come to tell me I've been running my bar from 1990. He's telling me, no, beer is not the only thing which you can sell. Can you remove the fridges in here and put hair dryers? You know, can you change it over into a hair salon? I think that is not the way how it goes. This is not the way it goes.
So I want to understand this. So you've said it's not an issue of defiance. If it's not an issue of defiance, what is it then? Because I'll tell you one thing for a fact, that I move around. I move around, and I've seen a lot of your bars operating. Patrons, they troop to those bars. I don't want to mention the name because at the end of the day, they might accuse us of but just drive along from, let's say, Heroes Stadium there or OIDC, some drinking places around that area. Go there in the evenings, cars are jam-packed. Yesterday, I heard one of the artists singing there. It was, you can't pass.
You know, I get
Yeah.
on that
You
point.
can't pass.
Yeah. Okay, but
You even have an idea of which place that could be.
yes, Scarlett, I think you need to understand that you see the way how there was an announcement by the president some few years ago that restaurants should resume operations full time. You know, a few days later it was clarified by the Honorable Minister of Local Government that those bars, those restaurants with the liquor license can serve the meals with the liquor. That's the and I think this is the problem which we're finding right now, I think, with the Lusaka City Council. I can tell you that if most of those places which I mentioned, I think you should have found time maybe to investigate what kind of liquor licenses are they having. I will tell you that a lot of our members out there are having restaurant liquor licenses, restaurant liquor licenses, which authorizing them to do what they're doing. Of course, we have to admit that there's some abuse somewhere here and there, but they are operating in accordance with what their license is talking about. But then again, where we're having a problem with Lusaka City Council is there is a clear whereby there are, misapplication of the law, I can just say. Last night, I slept a bit late last night because we had a number of members, from KCC Kawata, Lusaka City Council went there. These places are operating as restaurants. Lusaka City Council went there, confiscated, whatever was in those premises and took them away, So right now our lawyers are working on it. I'll be meeting them at Civic Center later on in the morning, Then we're looking at all these other places. Some of these people, unfortunately, are not even our members, in these shopping malls, who are operating even worse than even how you're mentioning it. We have seen even videos going viral on social media, Unfortunately, with even some government officials who are supposed to regulate, the SI, patronizing those places, actually. Drinking and dancing, these things have been there. It's in the media. Lusaka City Council are bypassing that. What is wrong with us Zambians? You ask yourself, what wrong have we done? I mean, why are we having this inferiority complex? A foreigner breaks the rules, you go to him, even pleading on your knees, writing to him, can you come on Monday? Then you come on media and says, no, we have summoned him. He's coming. You see? He goes there, the following weekend again, he repeats it. A Zambian, no even questions asked, you go there, you confiscate everything from the premises, including even a TV from the wall, removing a TV. You see? I think this is a problem which we are finding, actually, we are encountering right now with authorities.
We hear the coronavirus pandemic. There's a lot of money flying around in terms of helping nations that are affected by this. Don't you think, in your own way, don't you think this fund can help subsectors like your sector? Or have you heard about this fund?
The COVID fund is there. It's real. We know about it. I mean, it's been in the news. It's been in the news. I think maybe some few weeks ago, World Health Organization released something like 2.7 billion quite there. It was already reported. This is what we have been asking government. if you want us to close, why can't you help us with something also, I think, just to keep our members, just afloat? Because this is the only business to survive on. You see.
So
where is that money going? The musicians, they make noise. The artists, they make noise right now, and who never even closed. Us were forced to close. Then very quickly you set aside some monies, maybe in the name of youth empowerment. I think this is quite very, very unfair. What about the plight of those people there whom you have closed? And you are telling them, can you wait for the court season to finish? When is the court season ending? Court season might go up to September. Then you're telling them, can you be patient? Ask these same people who are making these decisions, Carl, and if you just withdraw their sitting allowances just for 4 hours, if they're going to be patient, just for 4 hours. Then they are telling bars and nightclub owners to be patient for 4 months. Schools have opened. Examination classes, at least, they've opened. Children right now have reported to school. But most of these children who have reported, even in these examination classes, their parents own bars and nightclubs. How are the parents going to sustain them in schools right now? We have got a number of our members, even their children haven't even been reported for school. So when we talk about the bars and the nightclubs, about this in that, it's not about just drunkenness. It's not about people failing to control themselves when they're drunk. It's not about all these things which are. It's about the business which sustains millions of people out there. They're dependent on this. There's nothing. Just imagine a business being closed for 4 months. It could have been better if something could have been offered. Says, okay, yes, a small thing.
So now that money, the COVID fund, how do you expect to benefit from it?
No, that money, what you expect to eat.
If there was a way that government can assist your people. Because I'm looking at it in a manner like, for instance, you open your bars now. At the time that you are opening, government helps you with maybe capital to say because you lost a lot, and then they help you at that stage. What about at this stage? How are they going to be helping you?
At the which stage?
Where we are right now. I thought maybe this fund can be helped, can be, if at all, government thought of helping bars and nightclub owners with the COVID fund, maybe somehow where they say, look, because you were closed for about 4 months, so we can help you with the capital, you can revamp your businesses. Probably, I'm looking at it at the end of all this, this issue. Bars are now open. Now, how do you expect to benefit at this stage when probably consultations are still being done, when you are going to open, how you are going to open? Don't you think it can be prudent for you to be helped when bars are fully operational?
No, I can tell you that one thing I need to make clear here, Karen, is that consultations ended a long time ago. You see, after our meeting, which we had on the 27th of May, which was chaired by the Minister of Local Government, the PS Local Government, the officials from Ministry of Health, it was a well-attended meeting.
Consultations never end.
Even the President himself, he said it is on the record, saying consultations have ended. You
know why I'm telling you that consultations never end? It's because, number one, look at the Ministry of like the issue for football, resumption of football in this country. There have been meetings after meetings, meetings after meetings, meetings after meetings. Then eventually said, following wide consultations now, football games are to resume in July.
And I think the President is on the record, saying consultations are still being done for schools, to open full time. Consultations are being done, for all sports activities done. But on the bars, opening of bars and nightclubs, the President himself is on the record saying the consultations were concluded. The Minister of Local Government himself is saying the consultations were concluded. Everything was handed over to the head of state.
I'm sure they are reviewing it now.
There's nothing to review. The President is simply saying, let's wait for the court season to end. There's nothing to review. You see, there's nothing to review here.
Okay, so are you going
we need to wind up with him because
yes,
Pastor Chiluba is already in the building, and of course he'll be coming through to discuss the issue of the way forward after Camnet is removed from GoTV and DSTV. 3 days more remaining before we are plugged out of these two platforms. So the viewers out there have been asking, what's the way forward? So Pastor Chiluba will be here to clarify and give you more meat on what's the way forward and what you should be expecting, our viewers. So we need to be concluding with this man. We need to allow him to go to Lusaka City Council, and we'll be following him later on in the background.
Okay.
Yeah, so just perhaps your last words. What do you think? What are you going to do to survive? Because, I mean, when is the court season ending? What's the next step? What's the way forward?
We need the financial assistance right now, that's what we are saying. We have written to the IG, informing of we want to hold a peaceful protest, What we want to achieve from the protest is we are presenting a petition to the head of state. Maybe, we are thinking maybe he is being misinformed. He doesn't know truly the plight, the bars and nightclub owners, what we are going through right now. He thinks maybe that 10 billion kwacha which was released, the BOZ stimulus package, he thinks maybe the president might think that bars and nightclub owners have benefited, but we want to tell him not even a single bar and nightclub has benefited from that COVID-19. BOZ released that money to commercial banks. Commercial banks, I think, gave it to big businesses. So maybe there are all these things which the president might not be aware. So, we shouldn't be misquoted out there about our intentions to demonstrate, to peaceful protest. Our association, the Bars and Nightclubs Owner Association of Zambia, actually, I think it cuts through a broad section of people. It goes beyond the political lines. So there's nothing like maybe we're being sponsored here. These are genuine businessmen and women who have been affected actually negatively by the closure. Many of them might not even reopen actually even when the order has been opened because they've run out of their savings, out of their capital. So their way forward right now, before that is, can the government come to our aid very quickly and help us with financial assistance, because we are also citizens in this country. We need we need to exist like everyone else. Okay.
All right, Mr. Lifokelo, thank you so much for joining us. We'll release you as you have other engagements.
It's been my pleasure, and thank you for the, it's quite a very beautiful studio. It's the first time to be here.
Okay, we go for
Camnet TV.
We go for a short break, and when we come back, we'll be discussing the way forward for Camnet TV.
Can I have that meal over there? And I really want that crisp, fresh apple taste from the garden. Can I have happy apple?
I think I'll have my big bite 2 meal with happy waziwaka. Give us your
Enjoy an appetizing big bite meal with an happy drink of your choice. A meal is not a meal without an happy drink. And now introducing Happy in a can. Dr. Bigron, musayibala komutienda okuni gift na land. Uchitenkubeti uibise mojo wasayone. Oh! Mwina moshi, nakuletera njinga. Latest ina rufesi gear na mawaipa.
Difficult chidi ashiria njinga. Liam 19 pen Defcon. Transport, we got it.
Nanga phone for communication. Ipunsa na chizungu. Yeah, you see what I mean?
It's a Camnet, difficult.
It's communication. We got it.
Indemoni! Powerful system ndimba X-Buzz.
Mufumile kukalale. Na mnaimo muli bakumushi. We got it. Yo Bikron, utole noleta nchemfule mungani. Get you watch the post and change. 1, 2, 3, both of you. Kabala ngempang. Don't be stupid. We got it.
To increase sales of your products and services, advertise on Camnet TV. Reach your clients and target markets directly and see your business grow. For special rates, you can contact our marketing department on
0955 664 305 or 0978 290 626. Camnet TV.
Not just another channel.
I can take her a bit.
Yes, my dear.
I was thinking of getting you a Bugatti on your birthday.
Really?
I'm quiet. My name is Yana.
Don't worry, man. That's why there is insurance.
Insurance?
You heard me.
Not just any kind of insurance, but Savenda General Insurance, a company that offers superior customer service, highly professional and dedicated staff. We are not just any insurance company, but an insurance company that actually pays our claims. We cover, among others, fire, marine, aviation, engineering, agriculture, motor vehicle, and miscellaneous insurance. So, live life to the full, knowing that Savenda General Insurance has got you covered. Savenda General Insurance. Insurance excellence.
This is Camnet TV World News. For a prompt response, call +2609 53 995 099 or +2609 62 444 726 or +2609 711 77467. Camnet TV, not just another channel.
Dr. Bigron, musayibala komutienda okuni gift na land. Uchisenkubeti uibise mojo basayone. Mwina moshi, nakuletera njinga. Latest inaluvesigia na mawaipa.
Difficult ya shidia njinga. Liam 19 pendefcon. Transport, we got it.
Nanga phone for communication. Ipunzi sana chizungu. Yeah, you see what I mean?
It's a Camnet, difficult.
It's communication. We got it. Indemoni!
Powerful system ndimba X-Buzz.
Mufumile kukalale. Na mnaimo muli bakumushi. We got it. Yo Bikron, utola inoleta nchemfule mungani. Ngecho wachira pose na nshitachishi. 1, 2, 3, both of you. Kabala ngempanga. Don't be stupid. We got it.
Can I have that meal over there? And I really want that crispy, fresh apple taste from the garden. Can I have happy apple?
I think I'll have my big bite 2 meal with happy waziwa ka. Give us your
Enjoy an appetizing big bite meal with an happy drink of your choice. A meal is not a meal without an happy drink. And now introducing Happy in a can.
Good morning. We are back again, and thank you so much for still staying with us. And of course, we are still having the Camnet Rise and Thrive breakfast show right here at the Camnet Studios. Now, as we earlier promised, that we are going to be having pastors Victoria Chiluba and Moses Chiluba just to come and highlight more on what's the way forward. You may be asking, who are these people? What are their positions? Because in which capacity are they speaking in? These are the proprietor of this TV station. So they are in the best position just to give us the way forward with regard to when we are out of DSTV, we are out of GoTV. How, which other avenues should you, our viewers out there, watch us through? Or how are you going to be accessing Camnet TV rather than the Top Star decoder. So they'll be explaining. Good morning, pastors.
Good morning.
Or should I say good morning, mom and dad? Which one?
Well, you feel free.
Those are your titles, isn't it?
Of course.
We cannot deny.
Yeah. Indeed.
We are grateful. Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning, Constance.
Good morning, mommy.
You look, you, Papa,
you look lovely.
Oh, thank you.
So the grace of God, this man has been doing his calling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in charge.
He's in charge.
We can see that.
I'm the offside judge.
He gets the credit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
All right.
But I've equally done something on him.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So you are equally also in charge.
You know?
Minister of Home Affairs.
That is more like it.
Yeah.
Minister of Home Affairs, I agree.
Yeah.
All right. There've been a lot of phone calls, people calling in from all over. Why are you being removed? Is this true? What is going on? So what is the current situation? I don't know who to go with, but anyone can. Papa, you can take it up. What's the current situation?
Well, the current situation in Canaan is, as you have been saying, because the Top Star requested us, Mount Choice, they requested us that they would like to take us off from both DSTV and GoTV. Of course, my wife and I went through the process to appeal and look at all different reasons they gave, but I guess in Bemba, do you understand Bemba?
Yes, I do.
In Bemba we said, akawa makako ashima, takapwa misango.
Yeah, what did that mean?
What that means is that...
Guy, you understand.
No, you see, Constance,
No,
when I borrow
guy.
your glasses, I wear, they look so nice on me. Now, I'll just be enjoying the moment.
Just
I have to
tell
take
us
it
what
back.
that means.
But I've explained. Papa, isn't that what it means?
Yeah.
It means that when you borrow my glasses, what
I've just given an example. When you borrow something, you continue enjoying
It's
that.
not yours.
It's not yours. You
When
have to
the
take it
owner
back.
comes and says, give me the glasses, he can't say no.
Okay, he understands.
Yeah. So that's what it is, and we have been thankful to Top Star, to DSTV and Mount Choice. We've been grateful because the experience that we have gained, I think in these 3 years, 7 months, has not been in vain. We've only been in the TV industry for 3 years.
Yeah, almost 4 years September.
This September 7th, we clock 4 years. So if you want to know, we are infants in the industry, but bouncing babies, you know. Not every baby has the same weight.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So, man, you were told you're coming out. What were the reasons of decision taken by Mount Choice to remove this institution from their platforms? What's the major reason?
We were really not given a major reason per se, except that according to them, we are not so much of a popular station, according to them. And for that, we say we cannot enter into an arena of debate of whether or not Camnet TV is popular or not, is not popularly watched. They said they reserve the right to take on or out any channel they so wish. And for that, we are people of God. We understand the steps that God takes. And we are not a couple or people or a station, family that will start blaming them for anything. We appreciate the fact that, like my husband has said, that they gave us this opportunity. We take it as the doing of God.
Yeah.
You see, when a time for a baby to walk comes, and you see that baby crying to just sit, there must be something wrong. So maybe this is a signal God is telling us it's time to move on. Go to probably a bigger platform. There is more out there, and I'm going to look at, we are pastors, we can't talk without scriptures. Right. Psalm 107, Mr. Director, if you don't mind, I'll just quote it.
Just quote, yeah.
Psalm 107 from verse 23. The Bible says there are people, of course, from this one, who go into deep waters to go and see the works of God or to do business with God. It is those who go into the deep waters that God shows his great works, his mighty works. Probably God is saying, graduate, move on to deeper waters so that you'll be able to see my works. We want to see the wonders of God. And for us to take it is a joy and a privilege that God granted us this time. We are going to forever. The books of Camnet TV will not be complete without us referring to multi-choice, that they gave us the right footing. For them to have brought us on the platform, they liked what they saw. They liked what we are giving, our color picture, everything. Amen. And we are thankful and grateful to that. Right. So otherwise, that is all that we can say, the correspondence between them and us. And we are just indebted to God.
All right. Costas?
Yes.
I just love how they're handling the situation. It's more like, we thank you.
Are you saying that because they are around?
No.
Because I know how this lady behaves. If I'm around, she says all sorts of good things. I want to report to you. But the moment I go out, hey, I know how to work.
Now I see. 2-3 days ago, I think there was something on news on bullying. And you are bullying.
You see that he's bullying.
And you see it can be dangerous. Bullying a daughter in the company of the parents.
A daughter of the house. Can you imagine? No.
The daughter of the house. Yeah. For the son of the house. You also understand you want to bring out something out of your sister.
Right. So there's also another issue. Aware with whatever the correspondence is. Yeah. What should the viewers out there look out for?
Kalan, we are very grateful. As my wife said,
right.
You see, when one door closes, God opens another.
Amen.
We are grateful also to Topstar.
Right.
They have not asked us to leave. So we are on Topstar. And just for your information, what is the way forward? As we sit right now, Camnet TV has been given a blessing. We are streaming and we are covering the whole world. As we speak right now, there are people in the States watching around the world, and we have received the reports. So if it was not for the push by multi-choice, we would not be on this bigger platform, but we'll be giving the people the app to download. Now you can watch Camnet TV around the world. And we are so grateful for that opportunity. Amen. And also, we just want to thank the Lord for the viewers. Because I can tell you, there are some people that said, which platform now? And when we said the Topstar, like if you had 3 days ago, 4 days ago, one lady was almost in tears, and another caller just said, I'm going to buy a recorder. Right. But little did we know that somebody by the name of Alex, in New York, was watching. And he said, Pastor, I'm sending money for 10 recorders to those that can't afford, so who want to cross over from GoTV and DSTV to Topstar. So he's sending the money to buy those 10 recorders. You can see that God is just positioning the station.
All right. Now, with regard to people can watch in America, in the States, everywhere else, what is that app all about? Is that to do with satellite, some kind of transmission?
Yes, it's satellite.
I just want you to explain more about that.
What it is Kalan, about 2 weeks ago, our technical team had correspondence with one of the biggest satellites on the planet. And I think 2 Tuesdays ago,
on the 18th.
On the 18th of this month, our station shook hands with that satellite and they acknowledged the partnership. So all this time it's been in process, but just about 4 days ago, they told us we've managed to pull your signal from your station, and this is why it's being beamed out there. They are watching right clear. Somebody, our cousin, called in England.
Yeah.
He said, I can't believe that this is coming out of Lusaka.
Out of Zambia.
Out of Zambia. The picture is so clear. The volume, everything.
So are you saying I can watch without interruptions Camnet TV on my handset? Without any interruptions?
No interruptions. I'm watching this.
Let's try to see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just want to
You
see.
could be in Honduras. You are watching us. In
Why
anywhere in the
not?
world.
Because normally when people are streaming live, let's say on Facebook, the picture sometimes is shaky,
it's compromised.
it's freezing. So you also need bundles. You need to have bundles for you to watch.
Yeah,
Yes, as long as you are on internet and you have an Android phone, a touch phone, you are able to watch us anywhere in the world. We are going to actually explain more to the viewers when we
So for one to watch, meaning you need to have an app.
Yes.
You need to have an app. Right now, I don't have that app.
Here,
because there, my wife has got it.
Yeah, we are here. I'm seeing you, Kalan. I just want to.
I'm just wondering, people like Constance who don't have Androids, how they are going to.
It's right here. And
Okay.
it's a blessing anywhere in the world. We are saying.
But this is even more clear than the streaming.
Because of
this is the app. I don't know.
Talk about the BPS.
How someone can.
Zoom in to the phone.
So what's happening right now is that we are in the studio, but we can watch ourselves. And the picture looks more clear, very clear, more than even the way we get the streaming picture. So this is even far much
And you
better.
know what has been wonderful? The bandwidth of what we are streaming is much wider and clearer by the grace of God. So we are sending in HD.
No wonder I can see this picture.
Uncompromised.
Yeah.
Because we are not just another channel.
We are sending HD. When you are in China, in Beijing, people are watching in Sweden. The other day, we had a phone call from Dallas, Texas.
Right.
To say, Pastor, we are watching this. Is this a signal from Zambia? We said, yes.
Even me, I'm surprised because I was thinking like we're going to be having this kind of Barbie shower and picture.
It's smooth.
Very smooth.
Exactly what I'm watching on TV. That's exactly what it's coming.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So when do we expect? When should the people out there?
Launching the app, yeah.
Okay, let's say that you as technical people in the media, you must, on Saturday next week, on Saturday next week, we have a simple ceremony to just launch and announce to the world and the app, because right now they're working on it. It will be in a Play Store. You can download it, and that's when we are giving. What my wife is using and what I'm using is the privilege the satellite owners gave us to say that is the link. But once they finish the app, every Zambian, anywhere in the world, now Camnet TV has gone
Global.
We've gone global.
Okay. We also here, you want to add something?
Yes, I just want to appreciate God Almighty, because my husband and I, December last year, 2019, we did declare and decree. For those who may not be familiar with the words of decreeing and declaring, these are godly terms that when you speak a matter, it has to come to fruition as long as it's within God's line.
Right.
So we did say we had a strong, people will say intuition, but a revelation and a leading that by this year, 2020, it will not end mid-year by the grace of God, because this is our year of elevation according to this. Yes, that God had communicated to us that Camnet will be streaming globally.
Right.
We will be reaching more than 3.8 billion according to what we. God is a God of surprises. We are streaming and preaching the word of God, because Camnet TV is about preaching about Jesus Christ, not ourselves or any human being. Lifting them
Now
up.
I'll be cutting a little bit short. Let's also accommodate viewers out there, maybe you've got something to share also. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Right, okay, we seem not to have that caller, but you can continue. Sorry for disturbing.
So we are thankful because the word of God is very clear, because it says we have to preach the word of God from Jerusalem, Samaria, Judea, and to the uttermost parts of the world. This has come to pass.
And also, Kalan,
Sure.
when we say we were born for greatness, it's not just a slogan.
No.
You see, I look forward, Kalan. We watch these CNN people. We watch this BBC people.
Yeah.
I think it's high time the world started watching Constance and Kalan.
Sure.
From Zambia.
From
Because
Africa.
it's happening right now.
Amen.
You know. And there are people that are calling from around the world.
All right, and there are people calling. We don't know, maybe this one is calling from around the world. Good morning. I'm quiet. I'm quiet. Thank you so much. All right, those are the views of the people out there.
Yeah, but according to Mount Church, this station is not worth to be on the platform, DSTV and GoTV. So we are a financial ability. According to them, there are more better channels that deserve to be on the platform. So it's their platform. And we are grateful to God. So my wife and I, even you, Constance, never you even develop bitterness. In life, just know that the Bible says all things work out together for good to those who love the Lord. I normally like saying this. You know, no person can sit there just licking baking powder or drinking raw eggs. I can't do that. But when you take baking powder, this, and you put them together, you mix.
You bake a cake.
You make a cake.
And kind of yourself, all of us, we
Yes.
like we have these cupcakes.
Indeed.
A cake is a mixture of things that by themselves, they don't taste well when you take them. But you've got to mix. So rejection, this and that, and this is why I must say, like that lady has said, we are so privileged. Out of all the stations that are on the planet, when it came to Zambia, they felt Camnet TV has what it takes to be on the world platform. Those are other people who felt we deserve to be there.
Constance is the caller.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Okay.
Alright, give us your names and where you're calling us from.
Yeah, this is Evalie from there, calling from Atapuka.
Alright, go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah, you know what these people are saying, I think it's not true. Because me, I always watch Camnet TV before I go for it. And when I come back from work, I watch Camnet TV. So what they are saying is not true. Are those people coming to our homes? Kuna kutinanga kama matani ubani manimba mako. So manimba mako kuna kutinanga matani ubani. But me, when I come back from work, I feel come to city. If you are Baba, I don't know my program. The channel is for the name when. I don't move on the so in the Queen, I think he all the time going from the time that is beginning the news. The family has the issue come up with the to what he is right. So in Kuchota Karina, when I came down, I was even wondering why. Because he can situated by more trade. Meaning, but we welcome the same motion with the community in the number of I think the man by my father there, Bamiloma preaching every time I watch them, money. But you know, even the Bible says the time for everything in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1 going down. It says the time for everything, time for cry and time for mourn. So whether they but you know never say Mununga to na Camnet TV.
Amen. All right.
When you call a question coming like me, I watch Go TV. I use Go TV, but I have Topstar, the reporter. So I want to find out if how much can I pay if I want to watch the Camnet TV on Topstar?
The same amount you pay.
The same amount you pay. We are actually on Topstar. We are on channel 106.
Yes.
Already. So.
Yes, I know. I know the channel now. I want to know the amount, like maybe in the 50 quarter or more than that, or 100 and something.
All right, I can answer you.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. You can. It's your choice now. If you want to pay for classic, you want to pay for the entire bouquet. You want to pay for Topstar. You can even pay for a week. You can even pay for days. You can even pay for the whole entire month. When you pay for a month, meaning you are watching the entire channels. I mean, so it's up to you. You can decide which bouquet you want to pay for. All right. So the money and the bouquet is entirely in your hands. So there's nothing like, no, you're only paying for Camnet, you're paying for channel C, you're paying for channel D or channel no. Once you pay, you're paying for the channels. If it's a full bouquet, then it's a full bouquet, you're watching all the channels there.
Okay.
Right. Thank you so much, my brother.
It was like my channel didn't have a lot of my channel was like, maybe we consider it for a month. And now my channel is a bit because I wanted to find out if you're in a value of bouquet.
All the channels, all the local channels, you've got an amount to pay for. All right, so all the channels, the local channels, once you pay a certain amount, you'll be watching all the channels. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Karan. I'm happy to see what Camnet TV and the one there.
Thank you so much. I appreciate my brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Sure.
Talking about the man was talking about, I love your preachings, but I hear from the corridors out there that your preachings sometimes are hard on those in the corridors of power. Could that be true?
No, it's not true. The messages are hard. You know, the law is made for the lawless. That's what the Bible says. If you are innocent, you will love me. But if you've got issues, you won't like me. So when we are preaching, you don't come as a preacher. You say, let me edit my sermon so that it doesn't touch President Lungu or Akainde. You look at them as source. It doesn't. Compromise is where you start targeting people. I can't do that. My wife can't do that. So, but when we are preaching, even when you are preaching, even if it involves you, you are also guilty. The word of God has two-edged sword. It can cut in the congregation and cut a preacher. You don't preach a sermon which you enjoy, which does not touch you. It cuts across board.
Right.
So if somebody says we are hard, I don't know.
All right, we're still discussing that issue. Constance, there's another caller.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you are through the live breakfast show.
Have you eaten? Please, you can have some breakfast. I mean, you are too low. Good
morning. Amen.
Camnet pamulandoa ndofana pale kuzoshika kumapale kuzobu nombale tomwine eushile na ule matositana kutatela kitekela sanawe benda tomwine eushile ulaleta kwenye shindishila kutoka tanda Camnet TV yena kwa haipokutamba because grechinja Camnet TV abantu baleta Camnet TV ili kukawe dalfani daleta Camnet TV so na ndengalanda TSTV Banco TV atataka mene daleta tomwine eushile Dotinye toka tamamu kuonja shibisho toka tanda Camnet TV. So mitakamana mewa kiashi eda tomwine eushile.
Okay, before Tamla, but the pastors have just told you in Shira Shimbisha Tambiramo, there's a new app you can watch via satellite. You can also watch via YouTube
and
Facebook. You can also watch on free to air, isn't it?
Yes, we are on free to air.
Shed more light.
Those that have got free to air decoders now. From 3 days ago, they are also testing on satellite. Those of you that have got, if you can watch stations like Poeneche, Bushili, and all these, every one of those free to air. Just scan your TV right now. You'll find that Camnet TV is being seen. So the satellite part on the platform of the world, they are set. The volume is clear and everything. Now they are testing the picture. The picture is on free to air, and we are covering Africa as we speak right now. But after 3 days, which is tomorrow, they will switch it off, and we are going to announce Kalan when we will do our second launch for the picture again globally. Yeah, right now we are streaming the whole world. Now the second phase will be the satellite will drop the picture or the signal, the whole world. You'll be in India, you'll be watching. In fact, we got clearance from China Sat. China Sat, when you're in Beijing, you'll be watching that. When you're in Brazil, Mexico, you'll be watching Camnet TV, everywhere in the world. So this is why I say that sometimes certain things work good when you just trust God. I don't understand how somebody can say we are not being watched. I don't understand. I've appealed through the Honorable Minister Doris Dia to look into our case. And the PS, we are the meeting, but DSTV feels we are not a channel that can suit their platform.
But when you appealed through the minister, that's the highest authority from the president, the second highest authority from the president. They had no power to intervene. What did they say? They just sat there and no choice making decisions?
Well, we were caught. I was there with Michael, and the PS was there, the MD for Mount Choice, with his lawyer, and the director was there from Ministry of Information, and we put our case. And they put their case. Unfortunately, Michael is not here to give me a graph, but they produced their own graph, which they said in November we had more viewers. From November to December, the channel, the graph, it dropped to zero. That they are from November to now, the viewership has just gone to nothing.
Even up to now?
Even up to
I
now.
was thinking that now the viewership has
gone up because
No, their graph says that there is nothing happening. This is why they said you are not fit to be on our channel. So, like I said, Constance, my wife and I will forever thank God. We will not blame anybody for anything. God knows the ways He takes us. And amazingly enough, Constance, I preached a message 3 weeks ago. Not that I had this, but whilst preaching, the Lord brought Zambezi River into my spirit and said, "You've never seen Zambezi River move in a straight line, or any river. It meanders. When it finds the mountain, it will turn. When it finds it's high there, it will turn. The ultimate is to pour into the ocean. And when the water is in the ocean, you can't tell this water is from Zambezi River.
No.
So, in life, as we move as Camnet, you find the mountain, Mount traces away, you turn. When you find something, you turn. The ultimate goal is that we have said Camnet TV will compete one day with the BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera. We will get there. And the Zambian people, we will mark by way.
Pastor, I understand you said you are thankful about everything. But now there are some people out there who are saying your preaching has contributed to your removal on these platforms. What would be your comment on that?
If it has contributed, then I'm effective. There are so many people who preach. Why are they not removed? So if I can be removed on the grounds of preaching, then I'm effective. People are hearing the message.
Or maybe, let me read this. This was on social media. I found this on Facebook, so I posted it in some groups also. Let me just read this for you. Camnet, the title is Camnet TV being taken off DSTV and GoTV. A few days ago, I came across news that Camnet TV is being dropped from DSTV and GoTV due to poor viewership. When I went to their Facebook page, I saw comments from their followers, most of which were seeing a demonic attack on the channel. Well, as an individual who was very happy when Camnet TV opened, my expectations were disappointed by number one, poor programming, number two, constant attacks from the man of God on other ministers, especially those in the prophetic movement. Because I am a cultured man who was brought up in the way of respecting elders, I decided to stop following Camnet TV to avoid being injured by the man of God. So, how many people like me out there stopped watching Camnet because of those reasons? There could be many more reasons, but the demonic attack is not one of them. Camnet TV was a fire when it came, but it kept losing relevance based on those reasons. I knew that such a route doesn't take many far, but what can we say? We are young ministers. I believe these are some of the issues Camnet TV has not paid attention to. The television business is a business of numbers. There is no demonic attack on the channel being taken off DSTV and GoTV. It is time for the team to reorganize themselves. God bless you.
What I can say to that, two things that he has alluded to. Number one, that poor programming. Kalan, when we began the station, our number one goal was to brand the station. We wanted to be a brand. So it was not about money. It was not about anything. We have principles and morals that we have held on to and embraced. So when people said, "You are just the two of you, you are just the two of you," little did they know that Constance and Karen will come later. So they were just seeing us. Little did they know that news will come later. And other programs that we have put in place, which by the grace of God, Karen, this station when we say it's not just another channel, it's coming from a vision.
Right.
So I would not like anybody to judge me on the basis of programming where we were at or where we are at right now. My wife and I know how to preach. To program, I need Constance to come and say,
Professionals.
yeah, professionals. Pastor, let's do this, let's do that. I need people to do that. So on the part of programming, poor programming, I think we were prejudged. We were judged too soon. But on the part of preaching, you see, the Bible is very clear. The Bible is the international universal constitution which will never be amended.
Never altered.
The Bible says, I will give you shepherds according to your understanding. The two callers who just called, have they got the same view with that man? Surely not. They are preachers that will like me and my wife. And there are preachers who will never like me, no matter what I will do. Even the way I look. They will have something to say. Why? Because that's what the Bible says, woe to you when all men speak well of you. I don't expect anybody to speak well of my wife and I. But I've got people that I appeal to. The Bible says, I will give you shepherds according to your understanding. So if that person stops watching, not to be offended, that's democracy. Then that is his view and opinion, and we are grateful.
And he's entitled to it.
Yeah, there are people that have told me, Canan, in my face, Pastor Shua, you're a good preacher, but you use simple English, so I like, your preaching, if only you can appeal to intellectuals. But I'm not an intellectual, take me as I am. If you can't understand my Chinsai English, very unfortunate. I'm just preached as it.
So when English.
So when you go to intellectual English, somebody else will come and say,
shooting above our heads.
Why can't you go to Chinsai and Pata English?
Another thing that I can just, maybe talk about is, you see, in any organization, when individuals begin organizations and they know the vision they have, anybody who is applying to work in that company, they should go by the rules and regulations, and they should know what the organization is about. You cannot go and work in Coca-Cola and you want to take your demons of Mazoi. No, it's totally opposed. You can't. In governance,
I just want to say that you've just given an example. That's not to
It's an example. It's an example. Please, it's an example. For those of you who are hyper out there, please God help us. Where President Sata, may he so rest in peace, as the founding father of PF, he knew what was driving him, the vision that he had. I mean, we worked and we followed that man. My husband and him and I, together with our mother, like I said, we're following and we're friends, as senior parents, of course. He knew what was driving him. How many times did he lose the elections? He never once did he say, let there be an insurrection, let people go and fight. He calmed people. Something within him was being communicated by God. One day you'll be president. He knew who he wanted to work with.
Right.
So in governance, if you go contrary to what the vision or the vision carrier is carrying, you'll be chucked out. So where the things of God are concerned, these things are in the Bible. That we are called to preach nothing but the whole truth, the whole counsel of God. No cutting corners, no compromise, no pleasing this one and that one, because our King of Kings and Chief Executive of this work, he has put it categorically of what my husband and I are not the only preachers in this country, before we go outside this country, who preach the whole truth and the whole counsel of God. So those who are in compromise, who are doing things to please people, what is good about people being told to undress so that the Holy Spirit can use them? People eating snakes, doing all sorts of abominables. Don't forget Carlan and Constance. We are living at the end times, where the Bible says, in the last days, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy there, that people will heap preachers to themselves. People who are going to preach things that are contrary, to confuse individuals so that they do not understand what the true counsel and the true doctrine is about. Right. So there are certain characters, certain elements out there who have been sown to confuse and to challenge the pulpit of not preaching the true word of God. And if we are being punished for preaching the word of God, God says, blessed are you when you are persecuted for preaching the truth. For me and my husband, we are grateful because we have not abrogated any law. We have not committed any sin or anything. No. We are doing what God called us to do.
And also, Kalan, you may want to know, like I said, for that person to say that he knew that he would be chucked out because of preaching, did he also know that one of the biggest satellites in the world will come for
I'm sure he didn't know. He knew about your coming out, not about your going out.
So may he change his mind.
All things
work out together.
They work out for good. We should not forget this. Where we are now, we were predicting 3.5 billion. But where we are, ask any relative, ask any friend you have in Sweden. Once we give you the link, anywhere, Camnet TV will be as clear as we are seeing it here in Zambia. Even far much better. Because we are sending in HD. This is 1.5 Mbps. But out there we are sending 2.0 and 2.5 Mbps.
Those are megabytes per second.
The quality you cannot compare. So we are just going head to head with some European channels. My brother was comparing yesterday.
Yes.
He turned to Sky, he turned to this, and he said, Pastor Chu, I can't believe this is coming out of Africa.
Right, well, and that we have 6 minutes of our time on the set, but you hear that others are also saying probably it's the government engineering your removal from Camnet TV and I don't know, from DSTV and Go TV. Do you think so? In all honesty?
I won't comment because I don't know. I don't know. All I've known is that DSTV have asked us to, so I'll stick to DSTV.
Okay, let's ask question. This should be our last call up, and then we'll be winding up the program. Constance, want to talk to that person?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your names and your contribution.
My name is Araya Dropa.
Right.
Yes. I am my
How are
We
you?
are permanently blessed, Banania.
Yes. Alamayo, Desari, Mumbala, Rajata. We have to come to the choice. If you try, trust the for people. And we are going to get me that go. That go Jamaka. They will let us see Alimusunga. They go for 20 local Dama and go back to start the. That's the African to start over.
All right. Constance, you want to conclude, but before you come
Let
in...
me just say something
Okay.
a little while in few. What you alluded to the government, there are people who have said it could be the bishops in this country. People are entitled to all sorts of things. What I would just want to say is whether the government, whether the bishops, the gospel fraternity, or whoever was there. I love the song that Peter Shakes has sung. You understand? What I would just want to talk to all of us as Zambians is, can we learn to support local people? You see, local channels, individuals from the sports fraternity, from media, from everywhere. We are a country that would want to stamp and kill dreams of people, but as Zambians, let's learn to embrace. I mean, Kala, can you imagine from Zambia, a Zambian channel, a Zambian best channel is being watched all over the world? Can't we as a country just collectively say, let's embrace this work that God is doing? It's not natural. Anybody else, people who have begun foundations in this country, let's learn to support one another. Why do we embrace foreigners at the expense of locals? We should also look at that, and we are thankful. Otherwise, for this morning and this day, and as God takes us out there on the world stage, we'll remain humble with my husband, and we'll still preach the unadulterated word of God. It will go and talk about Jesus.
Right.
Amen.
Thank you so much. I was just talking to Constance. I've heard you, Mom and Dad, making reference to a lot of scriptures. So I was asking Constance, you know, in our news we have a verse of the day. So yesterday I was asking Constance, can you give me verse of the day? She had to scratch her head. I don't know whether it's her head or her ears. Then she just dreamt like she was just dreaming. John chapter 3 verse 6. I said, yeah, I'm Sunday school.
At least she quoted.
No, at least I know. John 3 verse 16.
Amen.
Yes.
And then the last revelation was the last
22 verse 1, the last verse. He was surprised that I know the last verse of the Bible. I told him,
no, come on. I think like Sunday school, at least we were told to know the first one and the last one. John 3:16. Even they are born, they know about it. So that tells me she doesn't read the Bible.
I do read.
Alright, you want to conclude?
Okay, so that was the father and mother of the house telling you, our precious viewers of Camnet TV, not to worry, because very soon we'll be launching a very important app where you'll be able to catch us each day or every day or whatever time you want, clear, good quality picture.
Amen.
So basically, Mom and Dad, thank you so much for coming and yes, for telling our viewers not to worry about this. So am I concluding the entire program or I'm just concluding?
No, you've concluded. That's the conclusion. So if you are calling the mommy and dad, you are the daughter.
I just want to make this last point clear. I just want Dad to just tell the viewers that when I say I'm the daughter of the house, these are my parents. And just make it clear to Karen Muchimatu, please stop bullying me because I mean I'm the daughter of the only one for that matter.
Am I not the side?
No, you are not.
Actually, Constance, you have witnesses, viewers. When we are watching, we see a lot of baby brother bullying.
Yes, you've seen, Okay, so this was the Camnet Rise and Thrive breakfast show. Today we had our ministers. We can call you minister, right? Yes, Pastor Chilua and his wife, who are giving us views on basically what you're going to do to continue watching Camnet TV as we are being taken off DSTV and Go TV. And also we talked about the buzz. We had a visitor in here, and so we're going to tell you one thing. Camnet TV is not just another channel. Right. Tell these people.
No, you've rightly put it.
No, tell them they need to hear it from the side.
No, you.
The son of the house.
Now you hear. The son of the house, because she wants me to put it like that. So at this stage, we can say thank you so much for your time. May God bless you and good morning.
Good morning.
We are done for now.